One of the best things about having a real estate coach is to help you in finding the obvious, stating the obvious that you've never even thought about. And we're certainly going to talk about that today. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single day to help you in growing your business. And we got a cool topic today because it has to do with my neighbor selling his house. He's going to be putting his home up on the market here over the next week. Really about the only neighbor I'm close with in the neighborhood here. And he's moving. So he's decided he's going to put his home up on the market. And, it kind of brought me to something that an awful lot of agents mess up on. And I have experienced it myself, and I have used it myself in finding professionals for what I'm looking for. Let me tell you what I mean by this. So we get mailers all the time. He's getting mailers from realtors, and they found one that they wanted to contact, and the wife just did not feel comfortable with it for obvious reasons. The dude has a Gmail email account, right? Like, how serious can he be about real estate if he has a free email account? So it was actually a problem for her. And John, the husband, he said, hey, obviously, everybody in town, all the realtors. Is there a good realtor that we should think about here? My wife just doesn't want to, this just doesn't feel right to them. And it got me thinking about it because so many agents don't look at it from the prospect's perspective, from their mindset of what they're thinking. I remember, I don't know, I guess it's been about 2 years ago. I was shopping around for a new financial advisor, and it was like, make more money for you at yahoo.com. And I'm like, how serious can this dude be if he has a Yahoo email address? I know when I needed an attorney, when I was creating a new LLC, I was looking at attorneys, and the attorney's email was at gmail.com. It was like Brent T Law at gmail.com. Like, can this really be a serious attorney? But a lot of realtors don't look at it that way. See, what we look at now, let's get out of the prospect's mind for a second. Let's get into yours. I don't want you using your company's website or your company's email address. I don't want you using at remax.com or kellerwilliams.com or exp.com or caldwellbanker.com. I don't want you using that because all of your clients will have that information, and then you're kind of bound by that, and that's what they have as your email address. You should have your own, but you should own your own. My email address is greg@gregluther.com. You do not need to use your company's, but you need to have your own company's domain name. I mean, it's not hard to register a domain name. But think about this from the prospect's mindset. What they're thinking is, this is a licensed real estate professional using a freaking free email account. Well, it doesn't seem like a big deal to us. And you see a lot of agents that aren't closing a lot of business that do the same thing, but you're not realizing that, man, it makes such a big difference. Now, by the way, the people across the street, they're getting ready to list their home for $825,000. $825,000, which means they're paying over 50 grand in commissions. So I want you to think about this, right? Like the agent that mailed them, and I don't know what mailer it was or who it was, but the agent that mailed them, they said, hey, this looks interesting. Let's interview this agent, which means it just came at the right time, right? But then when they started to get ready to contact him and they realized it was a Gmail account, they were like, wait a minute, this guy may not be the professional realtor that we need for a luxury home. So if that's what the prospects think, why don't you make that change? Now, one of the big problems for a lot of agents is, hey, you go to Google and you set up a free Gmail account. You go to Yahoo, you set up a free Yahoo account. You know how to do it. You don't know how to get your own. Now, for a lot of our coaching members, we've done that. We charge a couple $100 to do it or whatever, but I don't recommend that you do that. I recommend you do it on your own. You can probably get it done for like $20. But we have set this up for agents around the country and, help them out, because the big problem you've got is you're missing out on huge opportunities based on perception. The perception matters. And if you look cheap, if you look thrown together, if you look, I just went to Google and got a free email account, Greg sells houses at gmail.com, Greg sells Central Ohio at gmail.com. That doesn't look very good to the prospect. I want you to think about this. If I were getting an attorney and it said Brent T Law at gmail.com, Like, this dude's, is he even with a law firm? Is this like a part-time deal for him or what? So you have to look at it from their perspective. I don't have a problem with you doing it that way yourself, other than it's costing you and your family tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, because some people, frankly, a lot of people are going to think you're not very serious. No different than if you were hiring a professional and you saw that, you'd be like, don't they have a real email address? Or are they just using the free email address? So this is something for you to make some adjustments. Well, everybody has that, and I don't know what to do, and how would I forward that? And I don't want to change because everybody knows me as. Change it. You're making it way too difficult for yourself. I can promise you, business is going to be good. It might even make you, force you to stay in touch with your people more often, to have contacts with them all the time, so they do have your new information. But, getting that text from him today and kind of going back and forth over, the fact that they were that close to using whatever realtor they wanted, and realize that he had a free email account. And then they have to ask me, like, hey, give me a good realtor in town. That's very revealing. Would you agree? That the public perception, particularly when you get into higher end home, like, what, no freaking luxury owner is going to go with an agent that uses a free email account. So if you haven't set your business up right to begin with, based on how the public sees it, what their perspective is, it's a big problem for you here. Food for thought, certainly, to get your business going the right way. Every single day that we do these morning meetings, I'm seeing things in the real world. I'm talking to agents that are like, hey, how can I fix this? This is a problem I have in my business. So every single day, I'm trying to bring you some stuff that's very well known to you, that it's an issue you need to address, and some things you never even think about, like, holy shit, I guess I never really thought that I'm perceived as hodgepodge, thrown together, part-time, whatever, because I have a free email account. That's what I've used for 73 years, and I've been fine, and I've sold lots of real estate and whatever. That's fine, but I'm telling you, you would sell more if you positioned yourself the right way. So every day when we do these morning meetings, and hopefully you are subscribed to the channel here and you ring the bell so you get notices every time that I release one of these for you. But hopefully each day you're getting some good tips to help you in growing your real estate business. And this can actually help anybody, right? So I do these morning meetings for those that are Inner Circle coaching members with me, because it gives you a lot more outside of our regular group coaching calls. This gives you some little tidbits, some things that you can make an adjustment on. Like, we wouldn't do a coaching call about this. Frankly, it's common sense, but we wouldn't do a coaching call about a topic like this. But it's so crucial for agents to realize there's a lot of minor adjustments you can make to create massive changes within your business. If you look down in the video description here, you'll see a couple of links. If you're not a member with us, if you're not an Inner Circle coaching member, you'll see a couple of links that can really help you in growing your business. But, sometimes it's the obvious stuff that is not so obvious. It's literally hiding in plain sight. But when you look at this as a consumer, this topic we're covering today, when you look at this as a consumer and you start thinking, if I were hiring a professional dentist, imagine a dentist was like fixyourmouth@gmail.com, right? Orthosurgeon@yahoo.com. Think about that. You're the consumer all of a sudden. Now that dentist has never even thought about, why would it matter? I'm a great dentist. I've been doing it 27 years. I got happy patients all over the country. I got videos of before and after pictures, and I'm the greatest dentist around. Why would that matter that it's Greg Luther Greg Luther Dentist at gmail.com? Why would that matter at all? It matters to a lot of people. It would probably matter to you if you were looking for a dentist or an attorney or a financial advisor or a CPA, right? Greg Luther Taxes at gmail.com. What? Is this like a part-time gig for you or something? It's very easy to fix. It's very easy to get your own name, to have it all set up, to have the Greg at and your assistant at and admin at and closing coordinator at gregluther.com, whatever it is that you need. but you got to set your business up the right way because you are being judged. They're hiring a professional. They are judging, do they consider you a professional or not? These are menial, small little thing. I almost used a word that was too big for an 8th grade graduate. Did you see that? So small things that create big impact. Sometimes you do need to sweat the small stuff. So I want you to check it out within your own business. See if you can make some changes that maybe that'll help. Maybe you've already got that for yourself. Maybe you're already going well, but for an awful lot of agents, I see it every single day. It just doesn't look right to the general public. So that guy is going to think postcards don't work. He's going to think this neighborhood doesn't want to go with him. He's going to think marketing doesn't work. He's going to think whatever coach gave him that postcard template that he's using does. It might have been my shit. I don't know. He might be one of my coaching members, but whoever it is going to think that doesn't work. Dude, you have a Gmail account. They were that close to giving you an $825,000, maybe 850, hopefully 850, house listing. And like, you had a freaking Gmail account on there. Food for thought. Check it out within your own business. If there's anything I can do to help you out, let me know. If you're not a member with us, check out the video description below. Make sure you follow the page and ring the bell, turn on notifications. I do a morning meeting every single day, Monday through Friday, to help you in growing your business. Some of them are kind of good. Some of them are damn good. Watch every one of them. You're going to pick up some good stuff. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.